What is going on, guys? Today we are back with another video, and it is a beautiful fall day out here. It was cold and crisp this morning. Now it's like 50 degrees out, light wind, some sunshine, beautiful day. And we're taking it easy today. We're gonna be fishing for something I don't fish for a whole lot on this channel, but a super fun bite, and that's chasing big smallies up here in the northern Wisconsin area. And this same pattern applies pretty much no matter where you're going to be smallmouth fishing. We'll talk about the location and stuff like that, but what we're going to be using to catch them is some of these big lively sucker minnows, right? That's kind of the smaller size offering, which we're going to try to get today. But it's a super easy, super effective, and super just chill way to go about catching these fish. You don't have to be rifling through baits. It's super effective, obviously, and a lot of times it's just a lot of this still fishing or stop and start fishing, which we're going to talk about. But so yeah, we're going to go all into the location. Kind of just pulled up onto a rock hump here, so we're going to do some looking around, drop some lines, and hopefully catch some big smallmouth. And there's a ton of big smallmouth in northern Wisconsin, northern Minnesota, the Michigan, UP, and the state of Michigan. So a ton of opportunity to get out and do this, and it's really just starting. I'm excited, have not done this all year. Let's catch some big toad smallies. Oh, just got picked up. Reel down till I get some weight. This is a very weird bite. There we go, fish on, look at that, right away. And look how loaded that rod is. Oh man, he's not even very far down. Nice fish though. Whoa! Too much fun fishing like this. Predictable, man, he's a big fish and he just came right up to the surface. Look at that thing though. Ferocious deep water smallies. I love it. One of the many cool parts about fall, I feel like he's just about to freak out and run deep. And this is a bite that is just getting going, and it is so much fun. It's a great bite. I used to take a lot of people out who don't have a lot of experience catching big fish or smallie fishing, because it's not incredibly difficult to do once you have kind of the location part figured out. And that is a stud right there. He's almost like green colored. He's definitely got the fall gut going on. He is angry. He's still angry in the boat here. We'll pop him off, give you guys a look. And look at that right there. That's what I'm talking about. Big fall bronzers. Hard not to enjoy a beautiful fall day catching these things. Like I said, this bite's just getting going. Absolute ton of fun, and some of the biggest fish in the season come this time of year. Awesome. I'm gonna let that guy go. That is an awesome fish. See you later, dude. Look at that. Back to the depths he goes. What is going on here? Okay, we do have a fish. Whoa. I think I was stuck in a rock and I had a fish pop me at the exact same time. That was bizarre. Feels like a decent one. Whoa, I would say so. Good head shakes. Too much fun. He's gonna fly up here in a second. Oh yeah, big old smallie. Look at that guy. So cool fighting him out here in the clear water. I mean, look at that fish. I mean, that is just a stud pretty much anywhere you go. And they are absolute suckers for big live bait in the fall. There's other things you can do to catch them, but I doubt there's anything probably more effective. Here he comes. He's still tussling. I actually started running 2 rods just to see if I can maybe get away with it. Man, this fish shot right to the surface. Now he's just taking me down. Come here, buddy. We're on just a mad pile of them, so I feel like we might double up here. That's crazy, dude. I fought that fish right to the surface. It's like he popped up, and then all of a sudden he got real serious about this. but a light action or a medium light action rod doing this. I mean, look at that rod, how loaded up that thing is. And there he is, just a stud. We're gonna scoop him up right here, hopefully. Look at that fish. That is too cool. There we go. I can tell you, I don't know weight on bass, but I guarantee you this thing's 20 inches and just fat as a football. It's gotta be 4 or 5 pounds for sure. Hooked right in the corner here. There you go. And look at that. That is a stud smallie right there. That's a big one anywhere you go. I guarantee that one's about 20, maybe 20.5 inches long. Freakishly big, freakishly fat, and awesome. Ton of fun. Let's let that guy go. Too cool. That's what I'm talking about. That is just a beautiful sight right there. Oh, look at that. Back to the depths he goes. Let's do that again. That's too much fun. Easy fishing, nice and relaxing. Beautiful fall day. Toad smallies. All right, so rigging. Really pretty simple on this one. It's back to the basics fishing. You're basically just Lindy rigging. That's really all it is. Yeah, it's just kind of a beefed up Lindy rig pretty much. I'm fishing around a whole bunch of junk. Might be rocks, might be cribs. And how feisty these smallmouth are, I do go up a little bit in my lead, but this is just a standard basically walleye sub. This is 10-pound braid. Pretty much all my Lindy rigging rods are 7.5 foot medium light fast action. I'll go ahead and link this one down below. I do all my walleye rigging with this. I pull spinners with it. It's just a great Lindy rig rod. It's got a soft tip, so you can tell really, really well what your bait's doing down there, what that weight's doing, if you're hitting rocks, if you're getting hung up. You can even feel that minnow kicking around. A lot of times when you get bit, what'll happen is that minnow will go, it'll just start going crazy, and then thump, and everything stops. And you can feel all that in a long sensitive rod like this, like the Elliott 6.5. Now, 10-pound braid on here, PC Fun Carbon X 2000 on there. And then I like to run like a 3/4, a half fence, just slider, egg weight like that. You can put a bead in there if you run a big enough swivel. You don't have to put a bead in there. And then your swivel, and then I run 15-pound fluorocarbon. Pretty simple there, and I'll run about 5 feet of that. I like keeping that long so that minnow can kind of get up and walk around a little bit and get some more attention. And then down to a number 2 octopus hook, and it's really that simple. Basically, what you're doing most of the time when you're fishing this, obviously, is I'm moving around a little bit with the trolling motor, and I always just kind of like keeping this around my neck, obviously, so you can move around. And I'm moving real slow, just like 0.1 to 0.5. And if I'm not seeing fish, I might go a little bit faster. If I'm just on a really good pot of fish, I might spot lock down. But that's basically as simple as it is. And basically what I want to do is I want to keep that weight just kind of like barely touching bottom. So I might kind of drop my rod, hit bottom, pick up just like a little bit. I don't want to be like just dredging the bottom, because that's a super easy way to get hung up. And it's just much less effective than just kind of very cleanly trying to stay, right close to bottom, right on bottom, close to bottom, on bottom, right? And it's real snaggy. Kind of everything I'm around Kent, you can definitely snag up on. And obviously the one rod that's off this side of the boat is the one that I'm kind of manually fishing like this. Now the rod off the back side of the boat, basically all I've done with that is I'm putting in a rod holder, and what I'm doing is I'm backing this drag way off, right? And you can hear that thing go, and you can see how it almost doesn't even load the rod when it goes. And it's pulling line out like that. And these smallmouth are not, when they bite, they're not gonna let that thing go. If they got it, they pretty much got it. So it's a good indicator, and a lot of times I think you hook fish, even, you don't get anything deep on that rod. Sometimes this rod, you kind of got, what you don't want to do is obviously have that fish bite and just like free spool it for 45 seconds. Are you gonna catch the fish? Yeah. Is he gonna be hooked really deep? For sure. So we might even have one going here. Yep, definitely, right on cue. I just heard that clicker as I was talking about it. Now all I do is just tighten up the drag. He's kind of coming up with it. And right there, another fish on. Look at that, right on cue. Super simple way to fish. Obviously in Wisconsin, you can run 3 rods a guy. I'm just running 2 rods because 3 would just get a little ridiculous, I think. But always maximizing, at least if you can run a couple of rods, doing it, right? And this feels like another one. I mean, how much fun is this? Medium light action rods, loaded up to the max, fish that are just pulling hard, and just another quality smallie here. That was perfect timing. Actually, as I was talking, saw a pot on the graph, hit spot lock, and let that minnow just kick around him for a second, and boom, just like that, fish on. I'm gonna grab the net here. Not a super freak stud, but a nice one, and right on cue. We always like it when it happens right on cue. That is for sure. You want to see how easy the hook is to take out? He's got it kind of turned right in the roof of his mouth. A lot of times you can push your finger down in there, hit the gap of that hook, and boom, just like that, he's unhooked. There we go. Beautiful smallie right there. Let's let that guy go. And there's, that is what I'm talking about right there. Just caught that second real big fish and dropped that first one back down, and other rod went off. I kind of figured we were probably gonna get some kind of double going here. He's got me way around. He ran me way up front here. But look at that, light action rod. Just another tanker too, man. Unbelievable. Just crazy sometimes when you know all these real big ones are out on the same type of structure, out on some of this deep stuff, how good it can really get. Whoa. Come on, buddy. He's just dogging right under the boat. I don't like that very much. All right, we're gonna try to scoop him quick here. Just another stud. It almost looks like the same fish, but it's not. Come here, buddy. Crazy, crazy. That is just another tanker, dude. That one might be even bigger, honestly. And I'm kind of holding on to this rod as I'm fishing. And this one I'm just setting up with a real loose drag. And a lot of times you can see just how that fish is hooked right on the outside of the mouth. And a lot of times I think it's better to almost do that than to even hold on to a rod so you don't hook a beat. Oh, look at that stud, another stud. I do not think that's the same fish, but just another tanker. Big fish after big fish after big fish. Big smallies all fall long. How can you beat it? Just a handful of fish. And there he goes, back down to the depths. All right, just got picked up. Just gonna tighten up on him. There he is. Fish on. Doesn't feel as big. Oh, he's running around all crazy. Oh, he's right here by the boat already. They're just staying way down deep under the boat. Rod is maxed out. I'm kind of talking quiet because there's a couple boats kind of near me. First he didn't feel that big. Now he's getting big. Look at that. How can you beat that? And it's just starting, all fall long. To be honest, the walleye bite was kind of off this morning, so I was like, well, let's go mess around with some big brown bass. And oh yeah, just another toad right here, dude. It looks like almost like you're catching the same fish over and over, even though it's not. It's just kind of seems like an endless supply of about 4.5 pounders. All out here on this deep rock stuff. He doesn't look like he's hooked super good, so I'm gonna go ahead and scoop him up here. Just a mountain of fish right under me right now. Come here, buddy. Toad. There we go. Probably not quite as big as the other ones, but still an incredibly impressive fish. And look at this, just skin hooked. I'm not even gonna unhook him, just gonna pull it through the remaining part of the skin. Look at that. That is too cool. Another big one, we'll take them like that. I mean, how does it get any better than that right there? See you later, dude. All right, where are we fishing? That is the most critical part of doing this, right? You can't catch fish if you're not around fish. And these fish overall, they're not gonna be super finicky. If you can get around them with something like this, you're probably gonna get bit, right? And what we're looking for the most part is deep rock, big deep rock. In that kind of, I would say that 20 to 30 foot range. And some of these spots will have a bunch of walleyes on them. Sometimes it might be smallmouth. Kind of one good way to tell the difference is a lot of times if I just got like single mark, a big single, a big single, a big single, those are big smallies. A lot of times if you have like very tight concentrations of fish, a lot of times those are going to be walleyes. But we're hunting around a lot of this big rock. A lot of your screenshots might look something like this right here, or something like this right here. These big marks, you can tell it's real rocky down there, things like that. That's what we're looking for. So a lot of times you can set that hummingbird highlight to that 20 to 30 foot range, look for those humps that are out in the middle of the lake, go to them, check them out, see what they got on them, and start fishing. So it's really pretty simple. And basically what you have happen is it's kind of starting to happen now. but from right now we got water temps that are 61. There's still fish deep. There'll kind of be some fish that'll pull shallow before turnover, but basically once you have water temps below in 55 degrees and below, almost all of these fish are going to be on a lot of this deep stuff, and that's when it starts getting crazy good. Is it good now? It's definitely good now, but it's only going to get better and better and better as the fall goes on. So overall, that location pretty simple to find. Deep rock clumps, and like I always say, deep's all relative. So if you're on you're on a lake that only gets 20 feet, look for rock in that 15-17 foot range, right? That's going to be some of the deeper structure in that lake. So pretty simple pattern overall. Those are the kind of spots we're looking for, and those are the kind of spots that we're catching smallies on today. Oh. Ooh, hooked up right there. Not sure how big it is. It's feeling all goofy. Not a bad one. Man, they're just running all crazy up under the boat, but too much fun. Gotta close this bail off. Oh my gosh, they're strong. It is too much. Look at that thing go. Unbelievable. And no way. All right, so we're gonna try something crazy here. I know I got this one on. Set the hook right away. I don't want this fish. I think we got 2 on, and I really don't want this one to choke it. Is there a fish anymore? Yep, doubled up. Right there. I got 2 on. This one's digging down under the boat. I just really, if I had 2 on, I didn't want one to swallow it. Look at that rod going crazy over here. This rod going crazy. Awesome, too much fun. I think this is probably a real good one. Yep, I think this is probably bigger than the other one. Too much fun. Unbelievable. You know, I caught most of those fish at the same spot and then moved and dropped down immediately, had one on that rod, and then I'm assuming as I was fighting that fish, this one picked it up, but they could have been pretty much simultaneous. Look at that. Does not get much better than that or more fun. This has got to be just a bruiser because I haven't even seen him yet. He's staying down deep. Watching my other rod still fighting the fish on it. Look at that. Listen to that Carbonex go. All right, he's coming up. We're gonna get a look. Under the boat. Oh yeah, another bruiser. I'm gonna go ahead and scoop this one up real quick here as long as he's right on top. All right, we got that one. That's a stud. That's a stud. We're gonna leave that just like that. Open the bail for a second. Get a little slack. Just gonna keep this fish right in the water and then hopefully reel my other fish in. And yep, he's still on. Oh, did he get me in some rocks? He got me in something. He's hung up in something down there. I'm gonna see if I can't free spool him. Have him swim out of whatever he's stuck in. Oh no. Come on, buddy, get out of there. Get out of whatever you're stuck in. We need this video, or we need this double for the video. Might have to try a different angle here. Something's not right. There's one crib on this spot and I feel like I'm stuck in it. Oh, got him free, got him free. All right, trolling motor off. Where's the fish? All right, he's right here. He's not as big, but still a nice one. And there we go. 2 smallmouth in the boat, same time, both good ones. We'll take it. And that is one of the coolest parts about fall is when you get fish pushing out deep on lakes that have limited deep water structure. It really makes it pretty easy to look at a map, get on a lot of fish very quickly. And if you can read sonar and down imaging, that's really all you need. And look at that. That is a sack full of smallmouth. That one is an absolute toad. All right, there's the smaller of the 2, still a solid about 3-pounder. And there is the Mac Daddy biggin. That is a big smallie right there. Too much fun. We're gonna let that little guy go. He's in good shape. And look at that, just freak stud, big deep water smallmouth. These fish are super predictable this time of year. I'm gonna get this guy back quick because he's just a stud. Oh yeah, good shape. There he goes, kicking down. So cool. Such an awesome fish. such an awesome opportunity to come out here in the fall and get on these fish. And it's just starting. If you guys want to get out and do a lot of this stuff, but it's just getting going, just getting cranked up. Plenty of big fish to catch all fall long. Fall presents a ton of cool opportunities if you're a fisherman, and it's just getting started. I love fall, especially when it's a gorgeous day like this out. So that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video. I'm actually gonna go film something else this afternoon here, but an awesome little smallmouth outing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, stay tuned for more. We got a cool adventure planned in the next couple days. Me and Shelby are gonna catch some hopefully very large fish, but stay tuned for that. If you're not yet, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.